The most exciting event of the past year, and an accomplishment in which every member of the Eexcel family shares, was when Dr. Jiao Fei Chen was named one of 10 outstanding young Americans for 1996.
Although these are the 59th annual awards, the 10 Outstanding Young Americans program actually goes back a few years farther, to 1930 and the election of Durward Howes as 11th president of the U.S. Junior Chamber of Commerce. He believed Americans benefit from positive role models, and so Howes created and personally administered an annual award called the 10 Outstanding Young Men. In its early years, there was no awards ceremony. The Junior Chamber of Commerce's connection with the program began when, in 1938, the organization began publishing the annual listing in its magazine. And in 1942, the Junior Chamber assumed full responsibility for administering the program and selecting the 10 winners each year. The practice of convening an annual awards ceremony began in 1945. In 1985, the award scope was widened to include women, to reflect the fact that today's Junior Chamber is open to both male and female. Throughout its long history, the 10 Outstanding Young Americans Award has honored top achievers from all walks of life and without regard to social standing. Some have been well known at the time they were recognized. However, just as many have achieved fame afterward. Right now, you may know the names or faces of only a few of tonight's honorees. Most are probably unfamiliar to you. But it's likely they've only begun to achieve and will go on to even greater prominence. As a scientist and president of an international corporation, 34-year-old Dr. Jiao Fei Chen's accomplishments have been impressive. Her knack for high achievement began early in life. She graduated from high school at age 15 as class valedictorian and went on to become the youngest graduate of Brigham Young University. She speaks several languages. Chen earned her doctorate in immunology in 1988 and spent more than 5 years teaching upper-level immunology and research techniques courses at BYU. She spent 10 years participating in extensive cancer research. After receiving her doctorate, Chen supplemented her U.S. training by working with scientists and herbalists in China. In 1989, she became president of Eexcel International, a corporation with facilities and operations around the world. Eexcel markets nutritional supplements and herbal products designed for healthier living. Not a president who spends a lot of time behind a desk, she contributes her talents in the lab, which makes for an ever-evolving product line. Chen is a highly sought-after lecturer and presents papers all over the world. She expresses her philosophy of nutritional immunology to thousands of people, helping them help themselves in nutritional education by offering free lectures and training meetings. She's also written 2 books on immunology and nutrition. Chen has received numerous awards for her contributions in traditional and alternative medicines and was selected as one of the 100 most influential Chinese in America by the World Daily News. Her knowledge of the complex world of nutrition and immunology has given thousands of people the gift of better health. Please welcome Dr. Jiao Fei Chen.
Thank you so much for this wonderful honor. It is a truly humbling experience for me to be included in this group of remarkable young people. I have really enjoyed associating with them these few days, and I have to tell you, this is an experience that I would never forget in my life, and I have learned so much from you. Ever since the first time I walked into a laboratory and looked under a microscope at a cancer cell, I've never been able to look at disease in quite the same way. Well, I find it quite ironic today that with all of our advances in technology today, especially in the medical field, that in many ways we are no better off than our ancestors in the 14th century who faced the bubonic plague or the Black Death. Today, we're still facing many illnesses in one form or another. After having involved in extensive cancer research for many, many years and having tried numerous tactics in search of a cure, I started to wonder if perhaps we were moving in the wrong direction. Wouldn't it be so much easier if we can prevent illnesses from happening in the first place, rather than trying to find a cure later on? Look at cancer today. For every 30 seconds that passes, someone gets cancer. For every 55 seconds, someone dies of cancer. So while I was doing cancer research, I know that cancer is very hard to cure, but it is an easy disease to prevent. The majority cause of cancer today is our diet. In fact, our diet today in America is the leading cause of death, and it is responsible for diseases such as heart disease, cancer, and many other common ailments. So I feel that prevention is much more important than cure, and there is a definite link between nutrition and the functioning of our immune system. Our immune system is just like the very best doctor that lives inside us. When it is functioning properly, it should have all of the ammunition it needs to ward off disease and to fight off all type of infections. But then, why is it not defending us from AIDS or cancer or heart disease? Well, the conclusion I came to was really, really simple. Just like any fine-tuned machine, it needs maintenance in order to function properly. It needs the type of nutrition, a different type of nutrition than the New York steak, to make it work. And so I do a lot of research into what I call plant food. Foods such as vegetables and fruits, and a lot of plants that, a lot of times we don't even eat them. But inside these plants, they contain essential nutrients that will strengthen the functioning of our immune system. In fact, in our research, we have found that this type of nutrients can actually retard the growth of cancer cells. They can even kill pathogens, and of course, they'll lower down your serum cholesterol level. So, the link between nutrition and the functioning of our immune system, I call it the new science of nutritional immunology. I have seen how nutritional immunology has affected my life and the lives of many thousands of others. And I feel a great responsibility to share what I've learned in the laboratory to the public. I hope that every single mother, they will know how to cook for their children, and they will know the right nutrition. In fact, what we are putting on our dinner table every single day will determine when our family members is going to have a heart attack. JCs, I thank you so much for this recognition and for giving me the opportunity to reach out to even more people. Today, I would like to thank some of my special friends who have come all the way from the Orient to support me tonight. Mr. Hendrick and his wife, Mr. Sam Tzu, and many of my friends. They have flown over 14 hours just to be here tonight. And I also want to thank all of my company Eexcel family members. Through them, nutritional immunology is able to be reached and to be spread to thousands of people around the world. Most of all, I want to thank my family, who are my true foundation. I grew up in a wonderful family with parents and sisters who encouraged me to reach for the stars and supported me every step of the way. I also have a wonderful husband who I cannot leave even without him for even one day. My motivation lies with my 3 children, even though they can be a handful at times. But when I look into their sweet faces, it makes everything worthwhile. Because I know that the very best gift I can give them is a better world for tomorrow, and to all children too. And also healthier bodies to enjoy that world in. Thank you very much. Thank you.